For centuries, worshippers prayed here in peace, until footsteps began echoing, where no one stood. Doors opened by themselves. Candles died in unseen wind. And then, a monk appeared. Not living, not legend, but seen by too many people to ignore. Welcome to timeless Europe, where history breathes through ancient stone, where forgotten voices linger in sacred places, and where some stories were never meant to fade. Tonight, we walk into the shadowed halls of Canterbury Cathedral to uncover a haunting that has endured for centuries, the Phantom Monk of Canterbury, a sacred city. In the historic city of Canterbury, faith shaped everyday life. Pilgrims traveled for miles to pray here. Kings knelt here, and countless souls were buried beneath its floors. This cathedral was not merely a church. It was a gateway between heaven and earth. And for medieval people, that meant one thing: spirits were never far away. But what began happening here was not ordinary superstition. Even priests became afraid. The first sightings. The earliest reports described quiet disturbances. At night, footsteps echoed across empty corridors. Prayer benches creaked under invisible weight. Candles extinguished themselves. At first, monks believed it was imagination. Until one winter evening, a brother walking alone through the nave saw a figure kneeling at prayer. He assumed another monk had stayed behind. But as he approached, he noticed something wrong. The figure wore robes centuries out of date, and the face was pale, almost grey. The figure vanished before his eyes. The monk collapsed in terror. Not just one witness. Soon others reported the same figure. Always silent. Always praying. Always disappearing. Choir boys saw him near the altar. Visitors glimpsed him in passageways. Night watchmen refused to patrol alone. Descriptions matched perfectly. A hooded monk, hands folded in prayer, a slow, deliberate movement and no sound of breathing, and strangely, he never acknowledged the living, as if trapped in his own moment in time. A dark history. Records revealed something unsettling. Centuries earlier, during times of conflict inside the church, a monk had been accused of betrayal. Some believed he revealed secrets. Others believed he protected sacred knowledge. Punishment was swift. He was imprisoned within the monastery walls and died without forgiveness. Medieval belief held that souls denied peace would wander, not to frighten, but because they could not leave. And the sightings always happened near areas connected to his final days. Modern encounters. The haunting did not end in the Middle Ages. Even in modern times, tourists reported figures in photographs. Staff heard footsteps after closing hours. Security guards saw movement on empty cameras. One guard followed a robed figure turning a corner, only to find a locked stone wall. Another heard chanting in Latin in an empty chapel. Many refused night shifts afterward. The descriptions never changed. Always the same monk. Always alone. Always praying. Why he remains? Why would a spirit remain in a sacred place? Some believe guilt binds him. Others believe duty. Perhaps he still performs the prayers he never finished in life. Not all hauntings are violent. Some are echoes. Moments replayed endlessly in stone corridors. And in a building that has seen nearly 1,000 years of human emotion. Memories may linger stronger than anywhere else. The silent prayer. Today, the cathedral stands peaceful. Sunlight fills the stained glass. Visitors admire its beauty. Yet sometimes, late in the day, a figure is seen kneeling where no person stands. No message. No warning. Only prayer. Perhaps he is not trapped. Perhaps he chooses to remain. Because some promises outlive death. History is not always written in books. Sometimes it walks beside us in silence. If you enjoy uncovering Europe's forgotten mysteries, subscribe to Timeless Europe. Because in places of faith, even time itself may kneel. And the Phantom Monk of Canterbury still prays tonight.